Welcome back
Welcome. Wait.
to another.
That was my Irish theme.
Another. Oh my goodness.
That was my Lucky Charms.
They're always after me Lucky Charms.
So how are you doing? It's been like a long time since we had an episode. People were bitching and moaning. I had a few people like, hey, why is there nothing new? It's like, what, you can't go backwards in time? You can't, like, check out one of the older ones? So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My goodness.
So we're back and better than ever, as a former ESPN guy used to say.
Back in business. Yeah, that's true. I am very tired. I am exhausted. I'm trying to recoup energy.
Okay.
That dust storm fucked us up.
Yeah, you come right back to one of the biggest storms the city's seen.
We have, went on vacation, enjoyed it, but it was one of the most active vacations I've ever been on. And we ever been on.
Well, you want to sit down and talk?
Yeah, do you want to like contribute?
It's we until it's time to contribute.
We were very active, a lot of walking, just a lot of humidity. We brought the heat with us and it was horrendous.
Was it just you two?
No, it was her sister and her family.
Okay, so it's a family vacation.
The family of four, right? Four, and then the two of us. So, a beautiful country. I love the green and seeing the cows, sheep, all the architecture, like the castles and the cathedrals, churches, murals, all that stuff. So, the art major in me was like super happy. The tourist in me, being with nature outdoors, was like, I was there. I was all over it.
Was it just in Ireland, or did you go around anywhere else?
So, Ireland and Northern Ireland. So, Northern Ireland is considered part of the UK.
Okay.
We went to Derry, which is called Londonderry now.
Was it there?
No. Oh. No, but the intern did wear an It shirt for breakfast when we were in Derry, and one of the ladies was like, oh, what is your shirt? What did she say?
She's like, I like your thing about
your shirt.
Referencing it to where we were, and I said, oh, it's from the movie It, and she goes, oh yeah, she goes, I like it. I'm like, thanks.
Because it said Derry on there.
I would have worn my Welcome to Derry shirt, yeah.
Yeah, so because she was in the room, she was like, do you think I should wear that? Do you think it'd be offensive? I was like, no, I don't think it would be offensive. And, so it was a really good time. Like I said, a lot of walking, and I have to toot my own horn because Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Okay.
I somehow 3 clicks on my first day in Ireland, 3 clicks of my ankle, and I had an ankle brace for the rest of the trip.
Really?
I was icing my ankle 3 times a day for 2 days. Yeah.
Okay.
And I had felt my ankle acting a little weird when we were the day we were departing and heading to the airport, and I was like, it's fine, it'll just go away. And as soon as we landed and we started walking, it went click, pain, click, and click, and then I was like, oh shit.
Okay, wow.
So yeah, and then of course my back was all fucked up with those mattresses in the hotels. Are not, some are just not that comfortable.
Did you drive?
No, I did not. But the brother-in-law did.
Okay.
I would have cried.
I would have loved to. I want to try it. I want to try that. Just driving on the other side.
There were 2 times where I was like, no, go this way, and I was like, oh shit, we would have crashed. We would have crashed into another person. It is a little confusing. Okay. He did amazing. I'm gonna give him props for that. He did really well. Our life was in his hands.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, a lot of fun. I was just happy to be out in nature. It was very hot and humid the first 3 days, and then after that it got cooler. Misty rain. It would rain, but it was like mist-like. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes it would rain a little bit harder, but not as bad as it is out here. Then we got here, dust storm, no electricity for almost 12 hours, and I couldn't sleep.
Okay.
So I'm trying to recover from that. I think I was up almost 24 hours. Ugh. So it takes a lot when I recover from that. So And then the heat just hits you.
Yeah, because it will not cool down.
Yeah.
At first it was like, it's going to be like 6 days of extreme heat. Now it's going to be like 6 months.
Yeah.
Nope, it's done. So, food-wise, how's food?
Food, oh my gosh. We ate... So the intern and I shared everything. We don't...
You guys, that's what you do.
Yeah, that's how we do it. We ate a lot of different things. We did have the best fish and chips. They call the fried chips out there.
Oh, yeah.
And the chips, they're very different. It's almost like it's mashed potatoes inside. And so some of them were really good. Some of them were like, oh, this tastes more like fries. We tried the Irish breakfast with the black pudding. That's the intern's favorite over there. She vomits. She's like, ugh. So I have to say, I'm gonna say this. Eating there pissed me off.
Okay.
Pissed me off because everything there makes you reflect on how horrible the food is in the United States.
Oh.
How fucking they fuck up our food.
Okay.
Because no joke, I drank a cider a cider every day, and I would have beer, and I'm allergic to hops, and I didn't get sick. We were having milk. We're lactose intolerant. The milk didn't affect us.
Yeah. The
ice cream, the gelato, like the cheeses, and I was just like, and you could taste the difference, but the cider is like 75% less sweet than the cider, and it's just that's what kind of like weirds me out is like, in America, do they just add more sugar because it's going to the U.S.?
I don't know.
Because they're like, oh, it tastes like apple juice, and I was like, what? Because it's like different names of cider, and she was like, it tastes like apple juice, too sweet, and I said, okay. I was like, you know what? I'll just try it. I'm here. I'm gonna try it, and I tried it, and it was like smooth and crisp.
Oh wow!
Not that sweet.
How an apple tastes.
Yeah. And I even tried a green apple cider, and I was like, oh wow, it was really good, and it didn't not that sugar like you're having the sparkling apple cider.
Yeah.
Sparkling apple, whatever they call it. So I was really mad because I was like, dude, the food out here doesn't even affect us no bloat, no nothing. And I'm just like, yeah.
I've heard that about people who've gone to Italy. They'll have pasta after pasta after pasta and not feel bloated, different. Not feel big.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, soon we won't have anything left to eat here because everything's on everything's on a recall. But no, that's wild. So did you try anything crazy or exotic, or just you stick to the traditional stuff?
We did go to a market in Galway. And we tried, so the sausage out there is totally different from out here. That's why I was like, this really pissed me off. Everything, there's like, not extra sodium, nitrates, like it's all natural. So, or like it's just not super processed. The sausage, I just couldn't get into it.
Okay.
And it was like very bland, but it had like a weird taste to me. I'm into bland stuff, like plain mashed potatoes, plain everything.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't describe it, and I was trying to tell the intern, I was like, I just can't get into this.
The texture thing, or just bland?
No, it's just, okay. I guess because I'm so used to eating sausage here that I expect it to have like a little flavor, like salt or something. It was just blah.
Okay.
And I almost described it as eating like mushy rice.
Oh.
In the middle, but it's not like that. I don't know how, like there's a crunch when you have a salt. Out there was not like that.
Okay.
So I was a little weirded out. But I love the mushrooms in the breakfast, the half roasted tomatoes. So like they really know how to do their stuff out there. And I've said that about South America too. Like you could taste the difference in the food. Everything's 50% less sugar. So we literally enjoyed as much as we could. We tried to eat. We did try different dishes. Like there was like a ham hook thing. It was like a ball, and they like shredded the ham and like mixed it with stuff and like deep fried it with panko, and it was like it was really good. So we tried like different things, but one of the markets we went to, literally we were like eating the whole time while walking. They had like Brazil. We tried empanadas from Brazil, churros, other stuff too. A lot of Nutella, Kinder. What's the other one? Biscoff. It's pretty popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spice bags.
Oh, and we had cane juice.
Yes.
Sugar cane juice, which didn't even taste sweet.
Oh wow.
So thankfully, the lady from the Brazil food truck that we went to, she gave us samples of it, and it was the first time trying it. I've seen it before at other food, like food truck stops and whatnot, and I never tried it. But it's they basically take the cane sugar and they press it, and so it was all natural and it was really good.
Sodas, there used to be cane sugar and they weren't sweet growing up.
Yeah.
They weren't like, how Pepsi's so sweet.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that growing up. It was a lot different. So I can see where that would be if you're just drinking cane sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where you would think, oh my gosh, I'm drinking sugar. It's going to be like nasty. And that's wild that they would just give you cane sugar. That's wild.
Yeah, we were appreciative because we just, like, it's funny, like, because we went and there was, like, no one there. And there was only, like, a few things out on the... So I'm like, oh, they must not be selling. So we tried because I wanted to try how the empanadas are different everywhere. It's the same type of thing, but it's different. Like, this one was more like a mashed potato type thing with a crunchy outer layer. And the mom, she just gave us samples of things and then the cane juice, and I was like, this is so cool because they put ice, the cane juice, and then they squeeze a lime and they throw the lime in there. And so I was expecting for it to be really sweet, and it wasn't.
Interesting.
So kind of like with the cider, I was like expecting super sweet. Nope, it was like awesome, and just try to eat as much as we didn't eat fish and chips too much. I think we had it twice, but the intern wanted cod, and they do make it with different types of fish.
Yeah.
But I just love the scenery. Did meet some people from the UK when we were in Londonderry, and one of them spit on the floor. Londonderry, sorry. I keep saying Barry. One of them did spit on the floor when he said, where are you from? I said, the US, and he was like, puh! And I was like, I didn't do that to you. So another one was like, I'm from the UK, I give hugs, and so she
Did he just have, like, a lot of, like, saliva in his mouth he had to get rid of, or... Was he
later? He like
was
left.
On his knees earlier or something like that?
I don't know. He left and then came back. He's like, I was just kidding. I was like, yeah, right.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, and street performers in Galway. Her sister said that one of the street performers like grabbed 3 people and they're like, "Where are you from?" And someone was from like another place in Europe, U.S., and then someone from there. And he goes, "Oh, I'm from the U.S. Pew pew pew," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's all we do." The pew pew pew. That's what they think of the U.S.
I'd have been like, yeah, check your migrant invasion. Seriously.
That's what I said.
How about you check that first?
I said it to her sister. I said, good thing I wasn't there. Yeah. So I'd been like, oh, I just opened the border. She didn't think that was funny.
No, I bet you not.
No. She just kind of went like, huh.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, no.
Oh, but...
I did wonder that going there if people would be like, oh, you're from the U.S. Oh, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes.
They're like, you're welcome.
I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care.
Spice bags.
Oh, we did try a spice bag. The intern was very excited about it. You want to tell them what a spice bag is?
What is a spice bag?
Oh, we should point it at me.
Oh, it's your thing
like
now.
I know, right?
It's not we now. It's you.
So would see it on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
See it a lot on TikTok. It's not something you can find here. It's usually overseas, right?
Only overseas, yeah.
Only overseas.
Yeah.
So supposedly it's supposed to be in a bag, but it's fries, chicken, breaded chicken, curry sauce, and like we had onions, green and red chilies. But
and a seasoning on it. It had a seasoning too.
And a seasoning, but when we went to the Guinness tour, because we did go tour Guinness.
Nice.
Right outside was the food truck that had the spice bag, and she's like, "Oh my god, the spice bag!" And I was like, "We gotta try it." I was like, "We're here, we might as well." And the flavors.
Those were good.
I was amazed. I like putting curry on that stuff, and I was just like, I can't get over how great it tasted.
Okay. So,
the foodie adventure was there.
Okay. And the Guinness, you got some Guinness.
Yeah, and that was my first time trying Guinness.
Yeah.
Really interested in how they make everything and the history behind it. One of the things that really stood out was that Guinness, where the area where they do Guinness, it's like its own town.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy who came up with Guinness, he signed a 9,000-year lease, and we just made it to 1,000 years, so we got 8,000 to go, and there's no inflation on the rent, so he's screwed. rude.
Yeah.
Whoever, not the Guinness guy, the other person that
Yeah.
signed that lease, which is crazy because I was like, "What do you think? It's like 50 cents."
Yeah, they basically live there for nothing, or
Yeah.
they just have the land is just theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Was it the Guinness guy who built that apartment for his employees?
I can't remember if it was the Guinness guy or a different company, but there was a block radius where one of the owners created housing for the employees.
Oh,
and he
okay.
only charged like 10%.
Okay.
And now it's for the homeless.
It's
Really?
those are apartments for the homeless.
Okay.
We did not see many homeless people, but we did make a turn down a street that was very narrow, alley-like, and we realized that they were druggies. One of them was bent over, forward, and they
They were
definitely
standing in
didn't
the
give
way,
a
they
fuck.
wouldn't
They
move.
didn't get out of the way.
No.
I was like, just hit him. 40 points.
Whoa.
10 points each. But it was like super narrow.
Like 28 days later.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm very disappointed because I was very much looking forward to Project Anchor,
Yeah.
which didn't happen.
No.
Okay? And I literally documented all day. I was like, I know there was a set time,
I couldn't remember the
But-
time. Yeah.
but I was like, we don't really know. If they say a set time,
I know.
it could be like later. But
I was paying attention to any and all congressional bills that were being passed in that
Oh,
time.
yeah?
And I didn't notice anything.
no. So I think they did this as a dupe for us conspiracy theorists.
I think it was just something that somebody just came up with and leaked. They might have saw some document. Something's going to happen on August 12th, and it's like some military exercise or something like that.
Yeah.
And like, they had nothing to do with anything. That's my only guess. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, come on, that's dumb. Because they would have prepped for that, because that would have destroyed millions and millions and millions of people. There's no way they would have just...
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
maybe.
it was a distraction of some sort, but nothing really happened. The only thing I saw that kept showing up was the Candace Owens debate with that guy that I never
Andrew Wilson.
heard about. Yeah, but
I've watched him a lot on the Whatever podcast, and he's annoying. He's obnoxious.
got
And
humiliated.
his wife is obnoxious.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The
I
guy
tried to do a
Brian's
little bit of
obnoxious.
research,
Yeah.
and to be married to a man like that and then support him.
Well,
but
she's just as
degrading
bad.
yourself at the same time.
She's the same way. I've watched her debate, because they'll have the Whatever podcast. They'll have a lot of sex workers and OnlyFans models,
Yeah.
and these girls aren't very well versed in the world. They're just
Yeah.
and so it makes them look like they're very smart. So they've had a few feminists on, a few
Yeah.
professional debaters on, and then they kind of get mopped up with a little bit. And I guess she's got like 3 baby daddies and all this stuff, and so
That one feminist said something
feminist,
and brought her out.
yeah, and Andrew is. Sometimes I've watched some of his debates. I'm like, okay, dude he knows what he's doing. He's got some good points, but he's just so arrogant, cocky, obnoxious, and to me, it just takes away from everything. When you're cocky about it, you just I didn't watch I saw clips from the Candace thing, but it looked like it was such a pointless back and forth.
It was good entertainment. That's what it is.
Okay.
To me, Candace, that's what it is. It's a show.
Yeah.
But I would never debate Candace. I would never debate her. He paid to debate.
$300,000.
And someone mentioned, is this a humiliation ritual? And I was like, could it be? Could be.
Does that go to her? The money?
Yeah.
I think he paid her too, because he wanted her to prove all the Erica Kirk TPUSA stuff for Charlie Kirk.
He just had a lot of behavior things that were like shaking of his foot, and
The earpiece thing.
yeah, it's just his team wasn't organized based off of the clips that I saw. I haven't watched.
Was
the
that one
debate.
clip that nothing was going on? It was like just dead air.
He's like, your team.
Yeah.
What are they doing? So
I knew when he wanted to do it, because like I said, I've seen Andrew Wilson in a lot of these, because I see my algorithm is full of debate stuff.
yeah.
A lot of Surrounded, a lot of Jubilee, a lot of stuff like that.
I know. I can't watch Jubilee.
Because and it's a lot of him. It's a lot of the Officer Tatum guy, and it's a lot of Dean, who was just going through his own allegations now, as far as rape allegations, even though he was set up.
Who?
Dean Withers. He's a very young, very kind of cocky, but he's one of the liberal pundits on that side. Him, Parker, Harry, It's like this little
okay, yeah.
squad. But I guess there was something where he had rape allegations, but it was like a burner account, fake. It's like they totally tried to set him up. And I don't agree with Dean on a lot of stuff, and he's kind of really arrogant, but nobody...
Yeah.
No, you don't deserve those kind of allegations. Rape allegations are serious. Mm-hmm. Sexual misconduct allegations are serious, and I don't like... That's what happened with, Russell Brand and people like that. Anytime they don't like someone, with a guy, they just try to hit you with some, those kind of things. But, so, to me, it's like, because Dean's kind of he's not as bad as Andrew Wilson, but he's kind of... All of them are kind of I watch those things, and it's like, these debates are usually so pointless. They're so... The same things they're debating, it's like, none of this shit matters.
Yeah, I felt like, based on the clips I saw, he wasn't prepared. I don't know what the point was.
I don't know
of
the
him
point
going
either.
On there.
Yeah.
I enjoy the pettiness. Everyone in the comments was talking about his gingivitis. And I think when you put yourself out there like that to be an a-hole, because that's what he was. Yeah. But if you're going to be an a-hole, like, actually be a good a-hole, because he couldn't... I felt like a lot of people were posted a clip and they're like, yeah, he destroyed Candace, and people in the comments were like, were we in the same room? Did we watch the same thing? Yeah. Like, your video contradicts what you said, and so that to me is just like, okay, well, this is the part where we're being manipulated and brainwashed, because I can't look at that, just the clips that I saw, I can't side with him and say, yeah, he destroyed Candace. It was the other way around.
There's no, yeah, even if it would have been just a normal back and forth,
yeah,
they're both skilled debaters. No one's really going to destroy the other because they know how to work a debate.
Yeah,
and I knew that going in. It's like he's going to try to get her to say and out herself and get herself liable and in trouble, and she's not going to fall for it, and then she's going to counter and try to get him to say. And that's the show, is the back and forth. It's who can get the gotcha moment, who can get the first one to crack. It's not about the information, it's not about whatever is being said, because again, with the Charlie Kirks, that no one's ever going to know. The only people that are ever going to know are the people that were whoever's involved. And no one, it's like JFK thing, everyone's going to have to be dead and gone and buried before it's unredacted and declassified later. But I because I haven't even paid attention to Candace, because I realized...
I haven't either, in a long time.
Ever since she's just off, it's just off the rails. But I knew that they would all, the bot army and everybody on X would take Andrew's side, because Candace is anti-Israel, she's she turned on the establishment, and so of course she's always going to be the one that's in the wrong now, and always the one that's losing because she's not on board anymore, and she's called it out.
Yeah, I just looked at it as, what are we distracting from? And why this is hype, because to me it's like a reality
just another division tactic.
Yeah,
I think
it was a nice reality show episode. Great entertainment. The clips were hilarious.
She is funny with her stuff.
Yeah, so I can enjoy it in that manner. Other than that, I really don't fucking care.
It is always interesting. It is always interesting when I watch him. A few times I watched him with people who have intelligence, rather than his whatever podcast, where it's just mindless OnlyFans models. Mm-hmm. When he tries these gotcha moments with the little smirk that he does with the uninformed girls, and he tries this with someone of intelligence, and how it just falls flat. It's to me, that's the fun show of it, when these guys who think because he's talking to a girl that he's gonna just belittle her and win because she's just some poor little woman, and she fights back, like the feminist girl. I can't remember her name. There's two different ones, and then Candace. It's like, dude, you're over your head.
He was.
I hate to say it, but I think even
was.
his wife is probably as stronger. She's made better points and arguments when I've watched these things. But he is just crazy. All about smirk. He's just about cockiness and arrogance, and just trying to say, yeah, you're stupid, and that's So
I feel like most of that is what it is.
And that's
debates.
Some. I mean, it's getting that way, but he is just that top of the line, douchebag. When it comes to that, I've never really enjoyed listening to his arguments. Sometimes
I didn't know who he was until those clips.
Because like I said, these things come up a lot.
Yeah,
it's heavy in my algorithm, because I do want to, like, me. I like to know what's being said. I like to know what people are doing on both sides. I always want to know what both sides are saying, even though I shouldn't listen to these people because they don't really represent people. Mm-hmm. They're just spitting the talking points back and forth, and it's just ridiculous. Some of the things that Andrew would say, some of the things, like I said, that Parker, Dean, and their support of being pro-choice or being, whatever, and how they parallel it, and their hypotheticals are just so ridiculous when they throw it.
Yeah.
Well, if this happened, it's like, but it didn't, and it's not going to. It's not going
It's not
to.
relatable.
Well, if the universe was created, really, it's where hypothetically how the universe was created. Just go away.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. I have my faith, and you can't shake it. That's kind of what I would say to Parker. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch it. I guess I'll just say it simply as that. I think it's probably on her channel, but I was like, she's not even in my rotation anymore.
Yeah, these things are meant to, like you said, divide and like drain people's energy. I laugh at it. I just enjoy it for the fakeness that it is. I mean, okay, the Matrix answer is, this is real, it happened. Enjoy it, watch it, pick a side. But my awake answer is, this is like, it's all a show. As much as I would like to believe one side or the other, I won't. Because like you said, we'll never know. And it's just to keep everyone like at the edge of the seat.
It's us versus them.
Yeah.
And it's just the more us is divided,
but
the more they win.
I'm always here for the pettiness.
Yeah.
Stupid shit. You say something stupid, I'm gonna be on it. I want to hear the comeback and stuff like that. But that's my pettiness coming out. The other thing that I saw that I really would like to dive into, but I'm kind of like hesitating, is, have you heard of Lindsay Clancy trial? That thing has been huge. Is that the
one with the lady who killed her
three kids?
And she got like $1 million or something like that.
I don't know if she had $1 million, but everyone's thinking the husband did it because she is blaming it. She kind of seemed like she didn't know what was going on, and they're blaming mental health.
Even his mom
is on her side. So I would like to dive into it. And
I only saw the headline.
Same. Headlines, some clips, people reacting. I see more people on her side saying like she didn't do it, it was a husband, just because of the weird stuff that's going on and how he married someone that looks just like her. Or like has a girlfriend. I don't even know the fucking story because I want to dive into it, but at the same time I'm like, do I want to give my energy to this?
Another like Casey Anthony type thing?
Yeah, well, not kind. I mean, children's lives were lost, but I just think it's a big slap in the face from the justice system if this is real. I mean, again, Matrix answer, this is real, but my wake is, why are we so on this case? To create division, because there are people who are like, no, I'm not on his side, I'm on her side, or I'm on his side, and vice versa. But it just, to me, just shows how flawed the justice system is. I think they just kind of like with the Charlie Kirk thing, they just pick someone and they're like, they did it, and something else is behind it. That's why I don't want to investigate it, because I'm just like the P. Diddy thing, I put all my energy into that, and for it to turn out exactly what I thought, like he's gonna get a slap on the hand. That's like it.
Ryan Reynolds, like lively stuff. It's like we put all our energy in that.
All in that, nothing. We did not see justice. You know.
Wait, is this case it's in the U.S., right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just saw a couple little clips. I was scrolling through X because I have an X account for just. I still have mine, and I saw a few things, but I didn't. Again, I was like, you get naturally curious because children's lives were lost.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like with the bigger issues and bigger problems that going on, it's like part of me is like, as sad as it is that children died, because you're like, people are like, I'm on his side, her side. I don't care. Yeah. I'm not on a side. Children are dead, no matter what happened. Like, do I want justice? Sure. Do we want to find out her? But like you said, are we ever really going to actually know?
Will we know? Yeah.
Well, what's being covered up and why?
Exactly.
Who are these people? Who are they tied to?
Yeah.
Because if they're getting this national attention, they have to be tied to something.
Right.
Because children die every day.
Yeah.
And parents kill their kids every day. What's so special about this
one?
And
they don't get news coverage on
What is so special? Just like is this whatever happened to that woman that was missing from the news anchor lady, mom? Did we just It
gets brought up every once in a while.
So is this going to be the new story that just dominates?
Maybe. I think the main reason people are focused on this is because it hits women the most, and mothers, because they're saying all the women that I've seen, like these reels that pop up on my algorithm, is the postpartum depression, and mental health. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, so they're playing this game of mental health, because we all know we really don't care about mental health.
No.
Right? The system does not give a fuck.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm like, okay. And a lot of the comments were saying that don't blame this on mental health, and I'm just like, I'm not. I think I've made the decision. I'm not gonna get into the story, like dive into it. But I just think it's sad, and it. Why are we covering this? This is my main thing. Why? Like you said, why? What is the...
Why would they be dismissing the mental health? It's like with the Hayden death. It's like, why would they dismiss...
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You see how everything, like the Candace debate, this trial, then Hayden died.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize that she had a memoir that was just published, and I was just like...
Well, it was Virginia Guthrie all over again, where she was going to post her stuff, and then she committed, quote, suicide.
Yeah.
And then the editor took over and said, well, we need to change the book, and then now we're going to release it. And then Hayden does a book, a memoir with the yacht story and all this stuff and grooming. And then she dies, and even the law enforcement has said, we're not satisfied with this being an overdose. We're going to investigate it.
Yeah, right. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, right.
But
that's my answer to that.
But I saw, and I did, to the credit of people on Instagram, I did see people saying, hey, we need to talk about mental health. Because if that's what this is, because she was destroyed.
She was.
We need to talk about this, but it's like, which is good, because we do, but like with this woman with the kids and with Hayden, is this, or is this something deeper?
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Pretty much. Stay tuned. With the updates, who knows what the updates
It's something
will be.
you and I will probably, because you know us, people. If you're listening,
I say I won't dive into it, but I probably will. I just don't have the energy right now.
You'll probably dive into that, and I'll probably dive into Hayden, because I got the bathtub thing I got to dive into.
Yeah, the Hayden is just such a disappointment.
Yes.
So because
it's her birthday today as we record.
She barely
37
she was gonna have a birthday, and
I know.
she didn't even make it
Today.
Yeah, and it's like, I got irritated. I was like, you have got to. Weren't we in the hotel? And I was like, no. I was like, oh my God. Or you the one who told me that she passed, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because we had just seen her. She was doped up in an interview a couple months ago. Yes. And then I'm just like, I'm smirking a little bit because I'm like, come on. You really think I'm going to believe suicide? You really think I'm going to believe, like, all the things? Yeah. Memoir. She was doped up in a previous interview. She did all these TV shows, movies. Since she was a child, remember the Titans? She was that little blonde girl in the movie.
I love Heroes.
And then and I'm just like, and then the wonderful husband. I don't even know that story. But like fact that he took the kid away.
The thing a
different country.
The thing I read is that people need to look into the boxer's brother, which I need to do.
Oh.
Because that's where maybe it all stems from.
Yeah.
Plus, she had a handler that was putting her in these situations on yachts.
Okay, and that's the other thing that fucking bothers me. I was thinking about this today. We all hear the yacht stories, right? We all know what what yachts are, even more now since the Diddy case, right? Because yachts was everything, and even with the Diddy case, the Epstein files, yachts.
They always use boats.
And then, Out of Shadows.
Yeah.
Okay, it was mentioned.
Submarine.
So my thing is, what I was thinking today, I said, okay, so in my head, I don't know why this popped up in my head, with the yacht thing, because I saw mention of Hayden on the yacht, and I was just like, this is so fucking gross, man. I said, you know who's on a yacht a lot? Besides Steven Spielberg with Obama.
George Clooney with Obama.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's on them all.
He's always on a fucking yacht.
He's always got those 18-year-old girlfriends.
He's on the goddamn water all the time.
All the time.
But I question, is he doing the abusing or is he getting abused? Because I can guarantee you, in these yachts, just like Hayden said, it's a bunch of old fucking men.
He is the old one now.
I think he's transitioned. You don't think he's an older one?
I think he's transitioned from being the boy, because he was a child actor, and then did his part, did his rituals, got his fame and fortune, his Academy Award, which is a ritual.
Yeah.
That's their celebration of doing your job, of doing what they ask. And now he is on the other side of it, in my opinion. And a lot of these girls you see him with, that's why they're always with these young 18, 19-year-olds. And they're on the boats. And who knows who... It's just like I said, with the Taylor Swift thing, why was her wedding at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Not in a state, not outside, not on an island, not somewhere beautiful with great views, nothing spectacular or scenic, in a Madison Square Garden where they have the bowels of the arena And they have all these tunnels underneath, and they can just come and go, and they can have their red champagne rituals down there.
I don't know, but all this stuff that has been happening has been bringing up a lot of stuff. You know what's another thing that caught my attention, and it may not be important to you, but Mark Anthony has a new wife
again,
and is a young chick, and I was like, why the fuck do these women keep going for this man? He's a miserable little fuck. Okay,
they seek that fame so much.
Is that what it is? Like, and I'm just like, guys, how many times do we have to see this man get married to a beautiful young woman, have children,
destroy her?
Yeah, and then like the J-Lo thing with him and her, and I'm just like, I saw that he married another, and I was like, save yourself. Like, you save yourself while you can, because he is an angry man. He is a very angry,
she gets
moody
to
man.
live a
Jealous.
life. She gets to live a life of luxury, even if he's a jerk.
Yeah.
So she gets to live it up for a while and be in...
and probably have to give him a child.
And be in pictures and be in magazines and be... she gets to live the life because they all think it's going to be wonderful. Maybe it's going to catapult my career.
Maybe I can change him.
Yeah.
I don't think they think that. I think you're right. It's just like...
It's just seeing
what can you
stars.
give me?
It's just
power,
it's just
money.
Seeing stars.
Yeah.
It's
so all this
Never
stuff...
mind. You know what? It's love.
I sure hope so.
It's just love.
I sure hope so.
All you need is love.
You know, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. You can blame Ireland for this. I want to be careful with how I say this because I don't want people to think I'm a jerk. I mean, I don't care, but yeah, yeah, but I really find it irritating. You tell me what your thoughts on this is. I really find it irritating when people and one of the actors that we see, she says this all the time, and I respect it, and I know she may be saying it like genuine, but I get really irritated when people are like, everything's about love, and I'm like, what world do you fucking live in?
Yeah.
And as much as I would love, see what I did there?
Yeah,
to believe. As much as I would love to believe that all we need is love, I pose the question back to you and say, have you experienced different things in life? Because I think between you and I think we have experienced some things where it's like we've seen bad things. I'm not saying that no one has not seen a bad thing, but I have seen some shit, okay? And I know people who have seen even worse shit than me. But I don't think love is the answer. And we did see an artist in Galway who was saying, like, it's just about love. Like, we just need to love each other. And I was just like, yes, we do. But I'm not going to love a pedophile. I'm not going to love someone who abuses a woman and a child. Okay. I will not give them love. Because those people don't deserve love.
True.
And I hate being harsh like that. But in reality, those people are fucked up. Love is not going to cure them.
It's true.
So, I hate it when people are like, all we need is love. No, I will pick and choose who I love. And who I'm kind to, because some people kill them with kindness. No. Some people, you can be blue in the face with kindness, and they still don't get it. They still don't fucking get it.
True.
I recently said to the intern, this person that is in our lives, they just need their ass whooped. One good ass whooping, and I'm going to be on my knees praying that changes their mentality on things and their behavior.
If only.
And that's the thing. We never know, and if only. And I literally told her, I was like, I told her and a family member, get that bail money ready, because I'm about to do it. I'm about to whoop this person's ass. But, yeah, I saw a lot of that, in London Derry. It was very overwhelming on one side of that town because there was a lot of political stuff. A lot.
Really?
Murals.
Oh, wow.
There was Free Palestine flags everywhere. There was stuff that I was just like, I'm not here to see this. I don't want to see this, right? And even her sister was like, did you see? And I was like, yeah. That's why we were trying to walk real quick. I don't know how we got to that side because I was avoiding it. Mm-hmm. But I said, we got there, we got lost, and then we were trying to get the fuck out. And, yeah. You can welcome people with arms, like in the words of Creed, with arms wide open. But more and more stories are coming out. I don't know if you heard about, because to me, I'm like, well, that's what you get. This one lady invited an illegal into her house. He took over the whole fucking house.
Yeah.
And he watches pornographic things. He doesn't pay her rent. He treats her like shit. He sexually harasses her. He does all this stuff. And she's fed up and she wants to get him out. And I was like, oh, so now you want to get him out?
What about love?
Yeah. What about spreading love and not, what is this saying? No one is illegal.
I stole that land.
Yeah. No one is illegal. And then I saw a video of a lady from Spain and it really, really touched like my heart. This icebox. There's an icebox where this heart used to be. Man, I'm just dropping those references today.
Okay.
No, this lady from Spain, she's pregnant, and she literally was screaming on the street to a guy who was interviewing, saying, like, she is so fed up, she can't even leave the fucking house, and, like, she's bringing a child into this world, and she's gonna have to worry more about her child because she's so fed up with how Spain allowed all of these people to come in. And again, it's not women and children. It's mostly men. Mm-hmm. And one dude behind her was, I don't know if he was one of the men that crossed over, but he was basically telling her to shut up. Yeah. And she was like, she straight up went and she's like, you shut up. You don't tell me what to do. They're not talking to you. They're talking to me. Let me talk. But she got so emotional. Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? More people should be like this. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
and we take back your country.
Us needs to rise up.
Yep.
Us.
Yeah.
But we can't because we're.
And she said that everything we talked about in the Spain episode, she was like, "Can't leave the house. Women are being raped," and the guy was fighting her on that. The guy that was telling her to shut up from a certain country, she was like, "No." She's like, "You're doing it," and she just went off, and I applaud her, but it's also sad because she is with child. Yeah. And now that's one more thing to worry about.
Yeah.
So
it keeps happening, and people, and it's not really happening. It's not really going on.
I'll tell you right now. There were some things that we saw in Ireland. I wasn't scared or anything, but there were some things, and I was just like, I just went,
Well, it's like I'm at a point where I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to travel anywhere. I don't want to see anything because I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just, we're, me. I'm just like, it doesn't matter. We're doomed. So it's just, I'm just gonna hang out and just hang out as long as I can, enjoy those things as long as I can, because we won't fight. We'll never will.
Yeah.
We never have as a species. So why would we now?
That's true.
Because you look at like the bullshit going on. Like I don't want to get, but what we with our community right here, as we're about to go to a convention tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like even in that you guys just can't be like, look, I don't like this douchebag, so I'm gonna just not worry about it.
The one comment. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
One comment that stood out with that post that we're talking about. Someone wrote, "Horror is political," and I was like, "No, it's not. No, it's not.
It has been, but it's not. Yeah.
It's not though.
There have been, but not in the general term. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And I'm like, no, not everything needs to be like this. Yeah. And it's just I will pose the question: everything with love, right? Isn't that what they would be saying? And they're like, no, it's horror is political, and I'm like, no, it's not. But whatever. What do I know? I'm just a bitter old woman.
Whoa. And people are probably like, wait, I thought he'd be the one that's all bitter.
I told you. I said it a couple episodes back. You are going to see what mentality I have right now. And I would say you can't blame me, but you can. It's really hard. Today was my first day back at work, and I was dreading it. Yeah. Because...
You've been out for a while.
Yeah, I've been out for a while. What is it going to look like? I just did my stuff, but at the same time, I'm being overwhelmed because everyone's like, hey, I have questions on this, and like, so it's not like I could come back and just dive into things and it'd be sweet. I'm overwhelmed with all the messages I have to go through, all that stuff. But that's life, and it wasn't too bad, but my eyes were on fire today because I have so much screen time that I didn't do while on vacation.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because you just enjoy being there. You don't...
Yeah.
You go to a different country. You're not gonna sit on your phone.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end of the night just to catch up, but you're not seriously.
Yeah. The only thing I was doing on my phone is trying to figure out where we were going. GPS. If we got the tour times and stuff like that, because we did do like a bus tour and stuff, and that was fun.
Was it full of love?
Oh yeah, you better believe it. Lots of love. Lots of
love.
love.
Love is it's just so I don't know.
Am I wrong for thinking that though?
I understand.
Like, do you get what I'm saying?
I understand the sentiment of when people say that in terms of if we just, but you know how I feel. I'm like, I strive so much when I think about this stuff. There's one thing to be said if we just cared about one another and cared about all people, not just our side or ideology.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I see some of these debates and it's like, people get mad, but Palestine and what's going on in Gaza, but they don't look at any other country and all the other atrocities. They don't look at anything that's going on about people being just slaughtered in other countries. They just singularly focus on that and think they're being, they're progressive or whatever. For me, it's like I understand. So I understand if we just didn't. I look at it more not love, but if we just didn't hate differences, if we didn't hate different ideologies, if we didn't hate different political views instead of loving each other, if we just strove for, I always say, strove for indifference, to where I just don't care one way or another, rather than I need to love you or I need to hate you, but I'm just going to live my life, do my thing. I'm going to run into people that agree with, people that I don't agree with, people that are off the rails, people, and if the ones that I don't like, I can just not have anything to do with them or just say hi and bye and be on my way. I don't have to get riled up or upset or bring a community against one person or whatever. I can just say, hey, I don't like this person or I don't like this thing, but I'm going to just focus on the people that I do have love with.
Yeah.
So for me, if you're like focus on love, and maybe in your bubble or your own group, but I'm more of a if we could just find a way to just not want to tear each other's throats out, not want to shoot each other in the head because we don't believe in the same thing when it comes to pro-life or whatever. That's what I'm more, and I understand that artists probably.
Why you gotta point him out?
Because it's not a bad sentiment,
No.
and she's very sweet, and we love her to death.
Yeah.
But and like I said, for her life and what she's done, which she's earned because she's worked hard to have that bubbled life, she probably she's not necessarily out there and around the reality of what goes on day to day in terms of the job you have, the job I have, the people we're around. Probably when she does these events, like comes to these things, she probably has no idea the inner politics of whatever going on. She just says, how am I treated? And if I'm treated okay, then that's enough, And if other people aren't treated okay, then they need to take that situation and do what they need to do with it, which is usually just don't have anything to do with the people that mistreat them. It's like love is nice, love is great. Love's a piece of shit, but I mean, it's not real anymore. Like I said, because we're just so consumed with how quickly we can hate someone, how quickly we can turn on someone because they said something or believe something that. That's why I was always worried with our podcast first getting into this horror community as far as you have a podcast, but I don't know if you want to listen because if they say, I said if we hear one thing they don't agree with, boom, we're out.
Those comments. That's why I was like, we'll talk about it. Some of those comments, I was like, wow. If they do listen to our podcast, we would get ripped apart. Not
too much because he really goes beyond.
But I
because
like
he
you
mocks.
said, one thing.
He mocks
disagreement.
People in these community. I've always when we talk about stuff because people are like, well, he's homophobic, and it's like, is he or is he just believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, which isn't homophobic? It's just that's his belief. Is he really transphobic? Because, like I said, you could argue that you can argue some of our rants have been because we believe that a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl. But then again, we say, I want you to live your best life. Just stop forcing it upon people.
Yeah.
So it's always a tricky situation. But I think how he expresses himself isn't healthy because it's through mocking, it's through aggression, it's through belittling, it's through and how he treats people professionally, how he holds them down professionally. And I think those are the things that I understand some of the ire that he gets, but it's again, you can just say I don't want anything to do with these people because they don't hold my values instead of trying to be have this hate-filled rants of just everybody needs to. I've seen the actors are being tagged in the posts in the comments.
Yeah,
You see that? It's like,
Yeah, I
hey,
saw
do you
that.
know who you're supporting? It's like,
Yeah, someone tell this person.
and it's like, as long as this person's getting their guarantee and paid and they're being treated well at the convention,
they're not going to care.
it's business transaction.
Yeah.
And I want to go through this people's stuff that grandstand like this and say, okay, do you go to Walmart? Do you go to Starbucks?
Yes!
Do you go to
we
Nike?
have always said that.
Do you go to Nike? Do you have streaming services? Do you have Verizon? Do you have T-Mobile? Do you have... Because you go high enough in any of these corporate ladders, you're going to find people that you don't like or you don't... Do you have a Chase account?
I was just going to say, do you bank at Chase?
Because I mean, unfortunately, I do, because it's hard for me to get everyone off, but between...
We don't want to hear the excuses.
I have a Chase account, and I'm just going to have it. But, with the
what the fuck?
With the slush fund, and every bank with their slush fund.
Yeah.
So you're picking and choosing one particular person to have this beef with when you're supporting every other thing out there that is basically doing a lot of the same stuff, because half the country's conservative people. So I'm sorry, we're about 50-50 split.
Yeah.
So 77 million people voted for Trump. You got to get over it.
Is that what it's all about?
Yeah, it's 100% just because he voted for Trump. It is, and I say that, and I thought about, because this one of the rants I saw, the one that made all the rounds was, he's pro-Trump, and I have the receipts, and it's like, don't be mad at him. Be mad at the DNC for giving us an unlikable candidate to vote against him.
And don't give me that shit. I got the receipts because Epstein files dropped and no one gives a fuck.
They only wanted him because the UK thing dropped and nobody cared.
We support, not me and you, but the community, the influencer, society brought Palm Beach Pete up into fame, and in a way that's kind of supporting Epstein, so you can't tell me shit about that.
Yeah, and that's been our theme lately, and that's going to continue to be mine, is that I don't want to hear this bullshit of you're upset at this, that, or there, because you don't care.
Yeah.
That you don't literally, it's just, hey, his convention's coming up, so let's badmouth him, and as soon as this weekend's over, it'll all go away.
Isn't that funny how it works out?
It'll all go away.
That's funny how it works out.
Yeah.
I always... That's what I look at.
And I'm not going to stop supporting the people we know, like Renee and Andrea and
the
Stephanie,
vendors,
and all the people that we know.
Yeah.
Because I don't care who the owner is. I'm not hanging out with him. I'm not going to dinner with him. And again, if I were to look at every owner and every CEO, I probably wouldn't want to be doing business with anybody, to be honest with you.
This comparison might be a little bit off, but I sometimes feel like, I hate to say this because I'm not saying you have to be religious to believe this, but I feel like I'm battling the devil every day, right? Whether it be from the social media, from things at work, or just in everyday normal life activities. Mm-hmm. I think if people are so outraged about something like this, they don't even look at their own life, like you've been saying, their own life, to be like, I battle the devil every day, and I don't give a fuck. Because if you did, your actions would be a little bit different. But we pick and choose.
And like I said, I'll repeat it over and over. If people out there have a specific, because some people probably do have a legitimate reason to not like this person or that group.
Experiences. Yeah,
how they've been specifically treated, and that we don't get a lot. My rec sports leagues, there's people I don't like. They don't like me. And we just go out there and we play and we compete, and we don't have to shake hands. That's what we say, good game. But we don't have to. We don't sit there and hang out and talk, and that's fine. Yeah. But you can still enjoy the camaraderie of everybody else in the community that's volleyball or softball. Same with the horror world.
Right.
You can all go to the same convention, and there's that group I don't like, but you don't have to go over there. You just stay with your group and enjoy your community, enjoy your time at your event. Mm-hmm. And enjoy the small businesses that are just wanting to make a buck and live their dream. So you're telling them they can't have their dream because the person at the top doesn't align with your views? Mm. So you're going to try to force everybody to boycott them because you don't like them?
Yeah.
That mob mentality, these same because again, they're liberals, which is fine. It's reality of what they are. Would hate it if then they wanted to boycott something. Remember how the Bud Light, mocking them. Oh, they're boycotting Bud Light because of Dylan. Mm. And now here they are doing the same thing, the exact same thing, wanting to boycott something because they don't agree with their views. Yeah. Everybody's a hypocrite in this political realm. Mm-hmm. And nobody actually stands for anything because no one actually believes anything because no one is actually upset. Yeah. They're just going off of what somebody else says.
It's like a fad.
Yeah, it's...
You know?
Look, hey, look at me. And again, some people
It's
have
always
some
like
people,
that.
and like I said, some people might have a legitimate beef.
Yeah.
But when you're just showing clips from a podcast of things he said, why do you have to? Why, don't listen to the podcast. Don't listen to what he has to say. Why do you feel like you're being? Because in this thing where they're like, "Oh, we need a place where people can feel safe." You're gay. Last I checked.
Yeah.
You
I
both
brought
are.
my wife in. I said, "Oh, my wife and I are just..."
And he took the pictures for us in the boiler room.
Yeah, and he was... Remember when I took you there to the store? And he was like, "Hey, how are you?" I was like, "Oh, good. I just brought my wife in because it's our first time." He's like, "Living the dream." He's like, "Welcome," you know? And I was just like...
Have you ever felt unsafe
No.
in any of their events or signings?
No, I feel more unsafe and uncomfortable with the people
I know.
that are in these comments.
The people that
and
are
they're
now
showing the
causing
receipts.
like at Mad Monster.
Oh.
When I listened to these people that when I had a burger at the bar, I felt more unsure of the community because of all the bickering, backstabbing, and shit talking.
It's crazy.
When it's like we're just supposed to be here to enjoy horror and the movies we love, and the people that do them or the artists that make such great stuff. And instead, we're bickering over horror shops. How stupid is this? I wish my life was so well together that that's all I had to worry about. I wish I didn't have to worry about my mom and my sister and all that. I wish I could just worry about what the two horror shops are doing to each other. That's just so... It's so stupid to me, and it's like, again, if some of the people now I know are listening, if you want to get pissed off at that, I don't really care. You have your reasons, that's fine. Just stop telling other people what they need to feel or how they need to think. Because remember, there's a lot of conservatives out there. There's a lot of people that would listen to his comments and say, yeah, and? So I'm just saying, not every single person in this community is a liberal. Not every single person is a leftist.
What do you mean, Brian?
I know. And not everybody, like, even if they're conservative, doesn't necessarily mean they hate anyone. They just may not. They just may not support specific ideology and certain months of the year, but that doesn't mean that they hate them. I don't want to get too... It should be obvious what...
No. Yeah. I was just like, what? I was just trying to pinpoint the stuff, but I know. It's, I'm still going to stick to that theory that I said in the last episode. The Earth has tilted a certain degree, and I think we're all fucking going crazy. Because it's just like the events we talked about, the headlines. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I can only imagine... Well, we are just getting closer and closer to 2030 as a boner kill that is.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have, 3.5 years to divide us to the point to where they need to step in.
That's probably what this is. It's just to keep dividing us.
Every single thing is a division. And we step right into it and just skip into the void, just divide it like it's like we do the weapons run. We're just like, hey, like we know it's coming. When people talk about it, we say, yeah, I know. People listen to us, oh man, yeah, I know. And then they turn right around in their lives and just jump right into that divide, right into those comment sections, to just, instead of just letting it go and being like, yeah, I'm just not going to go to this event. Yeah, I'm just not going to go to this place. Yeah. They have to just pop off at the mouth. I don't know why. I wish people would stop because...
It's to be seen.
It is a lot. It's like, look at me. But it doesn't matter. You're not going to change people. That you're not going to change that guy. You're not going to change his wife. You're not going to change people that work. And again, they have some really cool people that work there. And both shops do. And the bottom line is, if you listen, Vanessa and I, we're going to support the community and everybody, and we're not going to get involved in your bullshit. I don't care. Whatever you have to say about who said this, who said that, I don't give a shit.
Cool story, bro.
I literally, so if anybody sees us and says, hey, I listened to this episode, but you got to understand, no, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Whatever your beef is your beef. Yeah. It's not mine. And if he says something to me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a fucking mature adult and say, oh, okay, he's an asshole, but I'm gonna go to this event. I don't care. I'm just not gonna hang out with him because people are gonna say mean things. People are gonna be an asshole to you. People are gonna be dicks. Life is not guaranteed to be fair. I don't know why people think everybody's gonna have love and happiness and rainbows. Yeah. People are gonna be shitty to you. Just suck it the fuck up and move on with your life, and just chalk him up to just somebody who you don't like and maybe an asshole. And you just move on, and you live, and you celebrate the other people that are at these events, that are at these things, or do these things, or are part of a community that you supposedly love. If you love it so much, then just be around them. Just take the few people you don't like and move on from them. But don't sit there and try to do this, well, come on, community, everybody boycott. Shut up. Yeah. Just stop.
No, that energy needs to go to the other things that are more. I'm not saying this isn't important, but there are.
This isn't
that
important.
energy.
This isn't important.
Is well, like just to those people that may have experienced those things. I do. Well, I don't know the details, so I can't really comment on that. I do kind of feel some kind of way for vendors.
Yeah.
But that's why we go and support.
Go buy
no matter
shit.
what.
Because somebody's like, well, you don't have to go in the store. You could contact them. And it's like, no, I'm going to go in the store and buy it there. Because they're paying for that space, I assume, so it helps them out.
The store, online, where, yeah. But
don't tell me how I'm going to support them. Yeah. I'm so tired. Like, with this event, it's like, well, you gave them $35. Like, so fucking what? I'm going to give so much more to the artists that are there and to the vendors. I already got a few things because they're made for me. And my Sinister Studios, badass. They have a thing waiting for me tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So I'm going to go get it. And anybody else, you support, yeah, so what?
I think that's
and
funny.
I'm sure you support some dumbass companies too.
You pay taxes, right? That's what I would say. You pay taxes, right? So you support the government? Yeah. No, that's what I would say to them.
Get that gasoline, man. You're supporting those big oil. You could be riding a bike.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, one thing I do want to say before we end this, because I really want to get into it with Brian on some of what I'm about to say. I had plenty of time to catch up on some movies.
Okay.
On the plane. And I think you will be very surprised with some of the movies that I was somewhat disappointed in. Okay. And some that I was like, this is the movie of the year.
Okay. We don't have a lot of time, but give me one of each.
Wicked is one of them.
Okay.
Disappointed.
Yes.
And
well, which one?
The first one.
Okay.
I didn't see the second one. I
That's
don't think
the one
I will.
I was disappointed with.
I don't think I will. The intern and I did see They Will Kill You.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll just list it. Naked Gun, The Naked Gun, They Will Kill You, Wicked, Superman.
Jeez.
I know, it was like 10 to 12 hours, so I had the time. I wrote it down.
Trevor Noah will be there tomorrow. He was in Superman.
Final Destination Bloodlines, finally saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Mortal Kombat 2021. And that's it. That's it. So I saw
which one was the one that is the movie of the year?
Well, I don't know if it was this year, but I would categorize it as like the best movie ever, almost. They Will Kill You.
That was pretty good.
The intern saw. I started watching it on my own. The intern saw me and was like, "No, don't watch it," because within the first couple minutes, I was like,
"Yeah, yeah."
So that movie, we could really get into it. There was a lot of stuff in that movie that I would rant and rave about, and then a lot of stuff that I'm like, guys, they're just telling us like all this shit, right? So, but
yeah,
we're gonna leave that.
And Ready or Not 2. When I watched,
I know I wanted to see Ready or Not, but they only had the second one.
But it's the same. That you got to watch that one because that is so much the same mentality.
I just didn't want to see the second
same mentality
before the first.
of these evil satanic families running everything.
Yeah,
and it's like, that's why I knew that. Yeah,
They Will Kill You was top tier.
She was badass.
Top tier. Okay.
Yeah.
But we will probably do minis on some of those movie reviews, and but guys, I'm gonna keep saying this because there's an icebox where my heart used to be. Just like we already discussed and like summarized, I'm gonna continue to push and tell you guys, keep pushing. I know I posted when I was in Ireland. I posted a photo. Some of you guys say it with your chest, and when you say it with your chest, do it. I'm so disappointed in people. Just stop talking. You're all talk, no bark. Fucking push through. Do it. Brian and I are gonna give you the push. Keep going. Do it. Do what you need to do. Not everything is permanent. Things are temporary. You can fix things. Don't ride the bandwagon on some of this stuff that we talked about, but we just bring up points. We discuss things. And like I asked Brian, I was like, what do you think? Give me your thoughts on this, because sometimes I do feel like an asshole, but I have a right to feel a certain way and whatnot.
Me too.
But I don't get stuck in it. You know what I mean? We always look at all sides.
I don't think it's necessarily assholes. It's just I'm constantly trying when we talk about things for people to get out of the mindset of the division, trying to get out of the mindset. Mm-hmm. Like, I want people to start thinking about, is this something I really should be upset about?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. True. Is this worth giving my negative energy, considering how life can change like that? is this worth it? Or can I just walk away and choose a different path and just not worry about this specific issue, and I'm just going to live my life and let them live theirs and be done with it? Yeah. It's not hard to do. It's very simple. You shouldn't give people this much power over you.
Right. That is very true.
Shouldn't, especially when the things that they say weren't even like, never mind. Because it's all podcast clips, and it's like, don't, just live. You do your thing, because now you're going to tell them.
Like you said, just live. So make sure you go outside. Not during the dust storm, though. That was very dangerous outside. Go outside, get some sun, and touch grass. Okay, bye!